Yeah, dialed in now.
Here we
I'm
go.
a little high.
My
here.
goodness gracious, we are here at the Manor Barbershop. I'm pumped. How about you?
Dude, I like this place has an energy to it.
Really does. This is Edgar, the main man.
That's
This is the guy that just cuts up the hair. And here's the thing, folks. I've got a fresh do today. I came in earlier. We got the dude just absolutely toned up. It's fantastic. Hopefully everybody can hear us okay. If you can, just go ahead and leave a little comment in there. We,
Hey, can you hear us all right?
per usual, ran into a couple technical difficulties. I think we're going to be just fine tonight. I'm going to have to get over there and figure out the comments, too, from the audience. But as we begin, as we always begin the podcast here, Butsy,
Yes, sir.
welcome back, everybody, to Pole Hook Golf, the podcast. I'm your host, Matt Cook, and tonight we've got a very special guest yet again, Mr. Co-host himself, Butsy.
Thanks for having me back, Maddie.
It's
God,
my pleasure.
I fucking love being here.
The
Thank
people
you.
love it. The
Thank you.
people love it.
A lot of fun.
We've got a great show for you tonight. Hopefully, my notes pop up here. Here we go, or else we'd be absolutely screwed. So, first of all, I switched it up tonight, Butsy. This is a new setup for how the show structure goes. And it's kind of a tip-a-doo to the LIV Golf, not only the LIV Golf fans, but LIV Golf in general. So, LIV Golf Adelaide, we're going to recap that. The biggest event LIV Golf has ever had, and that's where we're starting the episode. Now, we're going to go into the Zurich Classic recap. We're going to get into the qualifier or the Q, Myrtle Beach, the YouTube influencer recap.
Oh, boy.
Or lack thereof.
Yeah.
And then we've got the Swanie style segment. And then we're going to, like I said, we're flipping it around a little bit tonight. We've got the upcoming CJ Cup that we're going to preview. And then we've got upcoming LIV Golf Singapore. So got some great stuff to go over tonight. But before we do, as we always do, I'm rocking the Swannies polo tonight, folks. And if you want to get 25% off your entire order, go to swannies.co. Utilize promo code PoleHookGolf25 at checkout and get yourself some fresh gear from Swannies Golf.
I like the little, we got a little yellow tones in there. You can't really see it from the camera maybe,
Yeah.
but, and then on the collar too, huh?
Oh,
Just
these are fresh.
poppy, goes with you got the Rolex on, just fucking
I know. I've got
flexing
the,
like a bodybuilder.
the good old Travis Scott's, the
my
fragments.
God!
It's
Wow.
tight as a bird's
Wow.
nipple out here. So we are just getting it dialed in tonight. Here we go. Once again, folks, Swannies Golf. Swannies.co is the website. Get yourself 25% off your entire order by utilizing promo code PoleHookGolf25 at checkout. And let's start with LIV Golf Adelaide, my friend. It was fucking fire.
Oh yeah.
Woo, those Aussie fans, man. I tell you, they have been starved for top-level professional golf, and
Yes.
they show up and show out.
Yes, they do.
It was absolutely popping, maybe even a little bit too much. You know, a lot of people on the LIV side criticized the Waste Management Phoenix Open, saying it got too fucking crazy this year. What a debacle for the PGA Tour. Well, guess what? Adelaide, we had a water bottle
the
throw.
watering hole.
Yeah.
Who got hit?
Oh, the caddy for, oh gosh, whose caddy was it? I don't know. I can't
Smoked
think of
him.
the caddy. Absolutely smoked him in the back of the head. Just a fire shot. By the way, kudos to the guy who threw the fucking water bottle.
Oh, absolute seed.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, hold the phone.
Yeah.
He's got a cannon.
Get that
it might have
guy-
even been a female. We don't know.
Get him into American football. The guy's got a cannon.
Hey, absolutely
Yep.
stunner. I believe the New York Giants just signed him to be their quarterback, so that's pretty
He's
sweet.
on a long flight right now as we speak. He's got a tryout.
Yeah, he's gonna be
Very
a walk-on tryout
Very
for the New
nice.
York Giants. That's
Oh, yeah.
false news, folks. That's not happening.
Don't listen to that.
But this was LIV's biggest event in the history of LIV Golf. They had an attendance of 90,000 fans out there in good old Adelaide.
Now that's bigger than a lot of PGA Tour events, right?
Absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
it is. It's nothing close to the Waste Management Phoenix Open. Just to keep it real, folks, I'm not dissing. I love what – I mean, here's the thing. They're a 3-year startup so far.
Yeah.
And they just knocked out 90,000, which tells me that LIV Golf isn't going anywhere.
No, and it says a couple. I mean, it obviously says that Australia has been starved for something like that for a while. So,
you know, and they've got a lot of conspiracy theories I've read on Twitter from the Aussies about the fact that the PGA Tour is this evil empire.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It kind of gave me. It's kind of like watching Phoenix Open circa like 2009.
Oh,
maybe.
good. Yeah, not bad.
Maybe
not
something
bad.
like that. You know.
And the watering hole, you could tell. You had the cool kids out there.
Yes.
The kids that were just,
You did.
not really there for the golf, but they were there for the party, which just reminds me of the Waste Management Phoenix Open. And really, that's the model that LIV Golf was really built off of. So kudos to LIV Golf Adelaide. And guess what, folks? The team that brought it home for the home squad is the Ripper GC, Cam Smith and Company, Mark Leishman, and so forth. Absolutely brought it home. However, we had our very first team playoff in LIV Golf.
And they had to pick, right?
Yes, they
had to pick.
Two players.
Captain's pick.
Yep.
Yep.
And Cam said, listen, I've bogeyed this hole. You guys have
because he won tap in bogey to win, right?
He basically was just like, well, when he was picking who the two players were going to be, he asked the team. He's like, listen, I don't necessarily think that I should just be in this because I haven't played this hole well. And the team fought back and was just like, no, Cam, you're in, bro.
Yeah, you're in.
Yeah, bro.
Interesting.
So,
Interesting.
Good old Cam Smith and the Ripper GC bring it home for the Australian crowd. And they defeated Stinger GC, which Stinger GC are the South Africans. So we had a little battle there from the Aussies and the South Africans. And that kind of led me into a thinking around this that I'll touch upon at the end of this segment, okay, around should there be territories for these teams? I did ask Twitter this question, and we'll get into that in
What do you mean
in
territories?
A little bit. So I'll get into that in a little bit. I don't want to get there yet.
Sorry.
But, you know, golf picks but louder last week, folks. Guess what? Pick the winner, Ripper GC. I was off with the Cam Smith individual. I think I was thinking of it from the heart, really. I mean, he had a chance for a little while there. I mean, the guy can just putt lights out.
Yeah.
And Adelaide's a cool little course, man. It's not a long golf course. There's not a ton of rough. It kind of goes like from the fairways kind of into the pine straw. There's not a whole lot of, like, it's tight. The greens got super fast. Apparently, they were rolling like a 14-15.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
And so any little wiggle kind of would set up offline.
Well, then I can't blame you for the Cam pick. Not to mention, Motherland.
I know. And I thought year 2 of this where Cam looked overwhelmed the first day. He's talked about it last year. He was just overwhelmed by the support and everybody out there, and he had nerves the very first day. Didn't play great. I was like, okay, he's probably got that under control this year. He's felt it. He's not going to have that same type of pressure, so to speak. But I will say this, Cam was out chugging, what's it called when you pour it into your sneaker?
Oh man, a boot?
I can't believe
a boot? I don't know.
God, what the hell is that called?
Fucking disgusting.
I'm gonna kick myself for this. A shoey. It's a fucking shoey.
Is that really what they call it?
It's really what it is.
Okay.
So he did a shoey.
Would you do a shoey?
He was drinking at night in between the rounds, so I'm not sure that like he was so locked in golf wise, but his driver's getting better, which is pretty sweet. I mean, he's starting to get it a little bit back into form, which is nice to see from Cam Smith, especially, after, he played okay at the Masters, I feel like. But let's get into the individual winner real quick, which is Brendan Steele. Good old Steely Dan.
Every time I hear that guy's name, I think of like a porno. And it's is there a porn star?
Brendan Steele.
There is a porn star named that, right?
I don't know.
God, I might watch. Okay, we don't need to get into that.
You've been spending a little bit too much time on the good old Pornhub, haven't you?
There was a time. Yeah, Brendan Steele.
Good player.
Yeah, very good player. He came out hot on Sunday. He rattle off 6 birdies in the first 13 holes. John Rahm chasing.
There's some stats for you.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it. As I said, I'm a big LIV fan. The app makes it very easy to do that, even with the time change.
Oh man, Thursday night,
Dialed.
I was in the bathtub watching LIV Golf from the tub.
You look
I'm
like a bath
yeah,
guy.
I'm a big bath guy.
You look like a
yeah,
bath guy.
really am. I'm not going to deny it. Some people might hate on it. Don't care.
Are you a
Absolutely
bath
love
bomb
bath.
guy? Do you
Dude,
do?
I'll throw in fucking
what do you
rock
throw in
salts
there?
from goddamn Greece.
You're stopping at those stores in the mall. You're like, this looks, we're gonna get dialed.
Yeah,
in.
don't even have my wife with me.
don't
They're looking
need
at
it.
me going, "Oh, that's such a
They're
nice
smelling shit.
That's a nice gift for your wife." And I'm
yeah.
like, "This is for me, bitch."
No, you don't. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Can I get a gift receipt just so you don't feel weird?
Yeah,
It's okay.
Hun.
Very
No.
good.
No.
No, B-man.
Here's the
B-man.
thing. PGA Tour pundits, right? The
Yeah.
guys who are haters of LIV Golf, they're coming at LIV right now about the fact that Brendan Steele is a nobody. Oh, look at the leaderboard. There's nobodies up there for LIV Golf, so on and so forth. Just like when the LIV Golf guys who hate the PGA Tour were ripping the PGA Tour early in the year about the fact that, oh, look, there's nobodies up there winning. Oh, who's this Jake Knapp? Oh, bodyguard. Like, okay. My biggest thing there is that I love winners. I don't give a shit if they're a no-name or not. Like, I want to see great golf, and Brendan Steele played great this weekend.
And you're only a nobody until you're somebody, man.
That's right.
We all got to start somewhere. So, yeah, I'm out on that whole conversation. These guys that say that, fucking suck it, dude. Like, straight
They're
up.
idiots.
Yeah.
Absolute
Suck
idiots.
it.
So, yeah, cool. We got that down.
We're on the same page there.
Now, I'm going to ask you the question I asked Twitter. Do you think LIV Golf should have assigned territories to each team to really build up the fan base and community? So think about it this way. Like the TGL.
Do you mean regionally? Like,
So that's the thing.
excuse me.
There were some haters that on this comment thinking that I was shitting on LIV Golf. I wasn't. I just think it'd be really cool to see like the Adelaide Rippers and the Jupiter Smash.
Okay, so you're talking like Major League Baseball, like
Major League Baseball, NFL, basketball,
like regional, like regional.
MLS,
Okay,
the Premier League.
I think that would make a whole lot more fucking sense if you're going to try to do a team setup. Territory.
Yeah,
like
we
you
even
said.
saw it from the Grass League at Grass Clippings, the par 3 competition where they've got all the teams and everything that goes on out here. That's by Bleacher Report, and so that's already been a success.
Well, it's pretty people, especially people that like sports. They draw battle lines, with borders.
Yeah,
And it's pretty well documented.
well, and you can build
for
a
as long as
community
sports have been
around
around. That's what I'm saying. They,
Yeah.
oh fuck you! You live over there. We're on this side of the fence. Like we hate you, bro. You live 5 miles away. Doesn't matter. We wear these colors.
That's
You
right.
wear those. Fuck you. Like you're on the other side of the tracks.
Oh, I had this poor LIV Golf kid who just was trying to shit all over me for saying this, and he just couldn't wrap his. He's like, "That's not LIV Golf is way better off because they don't have home territory."
Well, that kid's a fucking nerd. Like that's all there is to it. That guy, that's an uncultured fucking lives in a basement somewhere.
Agreed. And here's the crazy thing is that I die because it's like, okay, let's just throw this out there to the masses on Twitter. It was overwhelmingly 80+% in favor of territories for LIV Golf teams.
I'm with you. If you're gonna go team, you might as well go the full Monty.
Absolutely.
Go all the way.
I think it'd be awesome. So get some of these names here. So like the Adelaide Rippers. Dude, that might be my favorite name ever. The Adelaide Rippers.
It does
what
have
does
a
it
nice
mean?
ring to it.
Nobody knows, but it's provocative.
If anybody out there is watching, that's involved in marketing, I mean, like you just made
Jupiter-
somebody a lot of money.
Jupiter Smash. Right? Brooks is in Jupiter, Florida.
That sounds like a WNBA team. I'm just
I
gonna tell
love
you,
that. Love that. WNBA's big now.
but is it?
They got Caitlin Clark coming in.
yeah, okay.
She's making millions. All right, we got the Cape Town Stingers.
Oh,
That team sounds
God.
great. And then you just kind of break it out throughout. And then some people threw out there, too. They're like, well, if we get Victor Hovland, or what's John Rahm going to do? Well, and since we're here at the Manor Barbershop, where John is a frequent customer.
This is where you run into an issue is, like, there's not enough teams to satisfy, like, the whole country.
Yeah, but you would just have to pick territories, right? So, like, John Rahm would probably pick Scottsdale.
Okay.
Dustin
Johnson. Or Southwest. Like.
Well, you can't really go regionality. This is where it can, like.
That's what I'm saying. There's not enough.
We can get stuck in the details on this one.
But in terms of what you're saying, yeah, territory-wise, I like that play.
I do too.
I would align with that. I'd wear a fucking jersey.
And no, like the guys that have these LIV accounts, I'm not shitting on LIV when I say this stuff. It's like I just think that they would be better off with territories and regionality.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is regionality a word?
Oh, it is now.
Perfect.
It's our word.
That works for me. All right, we've got the Zurich Classic recap now, which I almost feel bad about, like, leaving. I feel like I want to talk more about Adelaide and how great it was and everything, but that pretty much summed it up.
It is tough to kind of not talk a little more about how cool that really was for Australia and how big that tournament really was, and kick that under the rug. But you do have to move on.
You really do. You got to move on.
Zurich, I'm going to tell you, I'm a little bit of, as much as I'm a golf fan, I'm kind of an idiot. I tried to bet on it, and I went on there, and I'm like, who the fuck's in the lead? I didn't even know it was a team event. I'm like, it just shows everybody at even par when you go on. I'm like, who's leading? Oh. So, anyways.
And then the Zurich Classic, okay? So, for the PGA Tour, like, for those accounts that just love the PGA Tour and can't stand LIV Golf, this might bother you a little bit. So, you might want to throw on some earmuffs because Zurich Classic was a two-man team event. Yeah, that's right. It was a team event. And, we're losing shit. With the Zurich Classic, with it being a two-man team event, players love being on a two-man team, playing in this format. The guys were having a blast out there.
They were.
And you talk to the players, and they tell you, they're like, it's one of the coolest events of the year that I get to play with my buddy. Like, we get to go out there, ham and egg it, you know. They get some camaraderie going. And I really like that about it, right? But Zurich Class is kind of a little bit of a snoozer for me. I don't get that into it. What about you?
Why is it a snoozer for you?
I don't know. It always has been.
I'm going to go a little deep here, and I don't want to get lost in the weeds here. But I think we were talking about this maybe last night. We've gotten into this before. Golf is the only sport that you grow up and you play high school golf, and it's a team. And you play college golf, and it's a team. And you know, you break out into two-man teams, and then you go off on your own, and that's it. And you have the Ryder Cup, and that's it. When you get to play these team events, it's like a rekindling of that, and it's cool to watch two dudes have to work together and kind of go to war against each other. So I think it's cool. I think it's I think it's under-marketed, if you could say. Maybe that's why it's a snoozer for you. I don't know. Maybe it's not pepped up enough.
I don't love the format either.
What's the format?
Best ball, alternate shot, best ball, alternate shot.
What would you like to see?
I would like to see a Ryder Cup format almost.
Just straight up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no. I mean, I would love to see like a scramble, right? I'd love to see a best ball in there. I don't mind one of the rounds being an alternate shot.
Yeah.
But then, you know, maybe you do
2 singles.
Yeah, but how would that play out, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Both scores counting towards the overall score, something like that.
Correct.
I mean, I'm just winging it here because I did not plan to like go into detail on that. But yeah,
I'll tell you what you could throw out for me out of any format forever is alternate shot.
Not a huge fan of alternate shot.
Alternate shot sucks.
It's not fun either.
It's not. No.
Like you're only hitting half the shots.
And one guy fucks up, and now it's on you. It's just, yeah.
It's like, oh, thanks, Budsy, for putting me in the goddamn
There's no strategy. One guy is not ever going to shine. If one guy's having a bad day, it's just that guy's having a bad day, and this guy has to deal with it.
I would want to see him go 78 under.
Yeah.
Like, get the scramble going. Let's see a 41. Like, all these scramble tournaments to where these. Oh, God, there's a good video on social media.
What is
that the guy's sitting there holding his phone up, doing a selfie, and he's like, I'm a +1, and I played with a couple scratch golfers. We shot 56. And then he pans it over, and he goes, those guys shot 48. And, like, it's like a guy in a camo hat, a big fat guy, and then you just, like, got guys that you know can't really play golf.
Just full of fucking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish there was a way to police those, but the event I was in last weekend, or the 2 weekends ago, the RTL Cup, the Refuse to Lose, to which Swanie sponsored us, gave us some nice shirts.
Very nice.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Oh, is that what happened?
That
I
was
saw
the
you guys
Ryder
all-
Cup setup.
Yeah, you guys all matched. That's what happened.
Yeah, Swannies came through,
I didn't
sponsored
know
the
that.
team, gave us some shirts there, so that was pretty sweet. And
Okay.
guess what? Part of the Zurich Classic, we got to see two guys that we normally don't see at the top of the leaderboards that much, in Ryan Brem and Mark Hubbard. They finished third, and Ryan Brem, by the way,
Don't
big
even know who
shout
that
out
is
to
anymore.
Ryan Brem, Swanie's guy, Swanie's pro.
There you go.
Yeah, love that.
So they love that.
Oh,
Big
they
for
were
them.
they were posting. It's the first time that I've really seen them like posting
Yeah.
like clips on
Of-
their social
yeah.
media. It was pretty cool to see.
Big day for them.
Yeah, it really was a big day. We were also talking. We had a business meeting last night, and they were talking about the fact that, man, ever since we started listening to your podcast, we started seeing Swannies pop up everywhere. That was a pretty cool conversation
You're like,
we had.
thanks.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, a lot of people have heard about it through us, which is nice. But yeah, Swannies is having a good year when it comes to that stuff. But the team that won, not too shockingly, they were on my radar last week when I talked about it, is Rory McIlroy and Shane Lowry.
I used to love Rory. Maybe I still respect the golf. He just looks. I just get this wiener nerd thing out of him these days. Even his mannerisms, he just is like, yeah. I don't know.
Did you hear the karaoke?
No, I saw. I didn't see it with sound on.
The karaoke was a bit rough. Missed a note.
Did you?
Missed a
Yeah.
note. I'm a big karaoke guy, okay?
I like Lowry.
I was a part of the Sweater Boys in New York City.
The Sweater Boys.
Do you know who gave us that name?
I don't.
We crashed a karaoke party with MTV executives and didn't realize it. And they gave us the name the Sweater Boys.
I'm sure they did.
Because we went in with our golf polos and sweaters over them.
Oh my!
But they
Lord.
loved it. Absolutely loved it. So, yeah, little rough. There's some notes that Rory should be taking. He should get a singing coach, I feel like. You got enough money.
I've watched. So he's sung now, and I've also watched him throw a baseball, and I've realized that Rory has zero athletic ability outside of hitting a golf ball, and it's just changed my perception of him a lot. So, anyways,
That happens.
he's a huge talent, and good for him, and good for Shane, and yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm with you. Maybe it was kind of a dud tournament. Maybe this really is pretty lackluster.
But I will say, they let loose. The Irish guys know how to drink.
Yes.
So they were partying right after the win. And here's the thing. Well, first I'll give a shout out to the runner-up team, Chad Ramey and Martin Trainer.
Okay.
I know Chad Ramey, like I just know of him.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know who Martin Trainer was.
Never heard of him.
I thought he was a personal trainer when I heard the name.
Well, the name would
Yeah, give it away.
lead
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah, his family, heritage.
Yeah.
Trainers.
So?
They were part of the runner-up team, which is great.
What do
Good
they-
for them?
What kind of money do they split? For
Dude,
that?
it was a $8.9 million purse.
What?
Yeah. For a team event. I'm like, shit, sign us up. Let's get in there.
Oh,
Never
man.
wouldn't go well.
No, we wouldn't win that. But
No.
well, so that's the
But we will talk about something of influencers here in a second.
that's the Zurich, right?
No, that's the Q.
That's no.
in
I'm
Myrtle
talking
Beach,
about
but-
Rory and.
Oh yeah, Zurich Classic. That's what we're still on.
But look
For
how
some
we're-
reason, though, it seemed like Rory afterwards just needed that victory to play well the rest of the year. And you'd be like, why a team event would make him feel better?
you think that's going to catapult Rory?
I do. Because think of all the stress he's dealt with over the past 2 years with being the face of the PGA Tour, having to talk so much and be the face of the PGA Tour through the entire PIF LIV battle.
Well, for 2 years now, right? For quite some time.
And
He's
then
been
was the scapegoat where he really felt betrayed. I don't know. It felt like a weight was lifted off.
You
of
think
his shoulders.
the team event is doing that for him?
Well, look at the beginning of the year. He was over in Dubai.
Yeah.
Wins that hands down. Like just goes out there and takes it. That wasn't a bad field that he was playing against.
No.
You had top players across the world.
You make
but
a
it was
good
like
point.
he got off of the U.S. soil, and all of a sudden he was loosened up, and so that's where I think
He
this
always plays
might-
good in Dubai, though.
Yeah, he really does. All right, fuck me then.
No, no, I wasn't trying to like disagree with you. I was just,
Ready for the next
let's
one?
let's not forget real quick that like Rory's still like one of the best players in the world.
He really is. I mean, his golf
We're not gonna sit
so
here and like
stupid.
say that like he's like this shit player.
And secretly, his putting has gotten a lot better.
Okay,
Yeah, so.
but the Zurich, I think I'm with you. Kind of just like it's kind of a,
Yeah, and here's the thing: I watched it, so
well, it's golf.
I suffered through it. And outside of Adelaide this week, there was some suffering moments because guess what else I fucking watched that I regret I did?
What'd you watch?
I wish to hell that I did not waste my time on this. It was the Myrtle Beach qualifier.
We're gonna
to see who
we're gonna
got
sit on
in
this one for
to
a while.
PGA Tour event. And here's the thing: I watched it because Fat Perez was in there, and FP. We've had him on the show multiple times. I consider him a friend. We text. His birthday was the other day. I hit him up, and so I'm like, all right, let me give this a shot. I was expecting, but I did see right before I went to go turn it on.
Fuck those
somebody
nerds.
on Twitter all of a sudden hit up because I said, I'm like, I'm going to basically do a live tweeting while I watch this damn thing. And sure enough, somebody goes, oh, get ready. The production sucks, but the golf isn't bad. And so I'm like, oh, great. Here we go. And I think I had like 37 tweets that I put out throughout.
I may need a piss break before we get into this because I got a lot to say about this fucking this fucking conundrum.
You know what? Go for your piss break because
I'm
gonna click on the chat section here and see what we got.
Because this is a very personal thing for me. Especially YouTube and all this. Oh, hang on, don't stretch it. What we got? This is the part I was worried about, Maddie. I don't know how I'm gonna get out of here. Man, I'm gonna go around back. Kobe Bryant.
My face is just right up in the screen.
How do I get back? Oh, we're touching wheelchairs here, Coach. Watch your leg.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah, we're back. Ooh. This is gonna get ugly. I'll tell you right now.
All right, folks. I hope you stuck with us there. I hope you didn't mind my face just being right up in front of you guys. I apologize.
Fucking bad. I hope Fat's watching right now.
All right, here we go. So, there are some comments, and we missed them early on, so we're going to go through them now.
What'd they say?
So, Maximilian threw out there that the fan at LIV Golf Adelaide tossed an absolute dart out there. And you were spot on, by the way. It was an absolute dart. All right, then we've got Kim Jong-un. LIV will be irrelevant until they switch to match play with teams playing together. All right, that is something that I've talked about, but I never really grasped the team concept up until started seeing teams win when none of the players had a chance to win. So it added an extra element for me. So I'm fine with LIV Golf not playing in a match play setting, but I do think that would be kind of cool if they had like a match play tournament.
Absolutely.
I guess the team event is kind of, or the team championship is kind of like that. Territories, match play, bracket tournament. Kim Jong-un might be onto something here. Kim Jong-un is friends, by the way, with Dennis Rodman. So, and Texas has a squad. All right, love that. Tennis is the same. Okay, Kim Jong-un's been on a streak here. Keep it coming, Kim Jong-un. You're doing a great job. All right, let me, I also now have to pull up the notes on this setup as well. Here we go. Perfect. So now I have it on my iPad instead of, we have a new screen, folks. We are testing it out. And,
Audio good?
Yeah, the audio has to be good because people are commenting. So love that for us. Love that for you guys.
Very nice.
All right, so now let's get into the qualifier. I was actually enjoying, like the one thing that I was enjoying was watching FP play. I like watching FP play. Uh-oh, we got a little sauce here from Butsy. Tell me about it, because he's a buddy of mine.
I don't understand what qualifies you to play in that event. I understand these guys are big on YouTube, and I understand the marketing and why he would get picked and why it's good for the brand. Fat Perez has no fucking business being out there. I play, and I have a personal vendetta. I set up a match with these guys. They hit me up. Butsy, set up a match in Arizona. You versus Fat Perez. We're going to film it.
I do recall this going down. This was before you were a co-host on here.
We're going to set it up. I said, all right, cool. I'll set up free golf. No group behind us. No group in front of us. We got a trail cart. I got groups. I got carts for your cameras. Rode with Fat. Great day. Texting. Great friends. Play the match. Cold turkey. Goes dark.
Never came out, huh?
Not only that. No response. Nothing. Zero. No text, no nothing. No thank you, not even a reply of any kind since that day.
Wow, little anger out of you there. I don't see that often.
It's not about the match, and I'm not going to spoil the match just in case.
Just in case it ever does come
Just
out.
in case it ever comes out, because we had a tremendous day. I'm going to tell you right now, we had a wonderful day, and it was a great match. But the fact that, just like no text, no call, no nothing. So, anyways, beyond that,
it was a great day.
Who qualifies for this? Okay.
All right, so 8 YouTubers that were hand-selected.
Hand-selected,
and
why?
And 8 pros that were around the Myrtle Beach area.
Okay. I just think that there's 1,000 other guys that could have been out there.
So I did throw this out there to Monday Q Info because we've had conversations. I've had him on the podcast, and Ryan French, he's very much so that, like, you got to give guys opportunities to qualify for tournaments, right?
For sure.
And I thought, okay, he's going to probably not like the fact that it was a hand-selected group. He was okay with it, thought the concept was good because it was only going for one spot. And he knew, as well as pretty much everybody else knew, that one of the pros was going to be the qualifier.
Of course.
And so my biggest issue with it was the production. I thought, guys, you just recorded all this great footage. Why in the hell do you not have an influencer or one of the YouTube personalities or us actually commentating this damn thing? Like, it was
total fail.
There would be like a sentence said, 10 minutes goes by of pure silence. just looking at golfers hit shots. It was worse than watching grass grow.
No, they didn't do it right. Like
it was not.
No, 100% they didn't do it right. And furthermore, I understand. I'm a marketing guy, right? So they went to the top. They went to the top YouTube guys, and they went pick the top guys, and that's it. Okay, they didn't really pick based on merit. Okay, I would have liked to see pick guys in the middle of the pack. Don't just pick the top guys. Pick guys that actually have a fucking chance to play in this tournament. Pick guys that might actually get in the field and make the cut. Like,
I have to agree with you on that.
Like, pick guys that might get out there. Okay, you want to throw Grant Thorvat in. He deserves it. He's done a great job on YouTube, and he might actually play. Pick George Bryan. He deserves it. He's done a great job marketing himself. But outside of those two, Micah, fat. I mean, as much as he's a great personality, he's going to shoot 80.
George was technically, I believe, brought in as one of the pros, not as a YouTube person, even though he's a YouTube guy.
He's a YouTube guy, though. Like, even still, even as good as he is, he's not. There's better YouTube golfers that aren't as big as them. There are guys on YouTube that aren't as big as them that are way fucking better at golf that should have had a shot and should have been out there.
I will have to agree with
Somebody should have been involved in the selection process. You should have had names that people have never heard of, but some people have in that cult-specific following to them where maybe they only have 100,000 people following them, and you and I maybe even we haven't heard of them. But they're actually capable of making the cut in that tournament, and they would have gone out there and waxed the fuck out of everybody that was playing in that tournament.
My biggest issue out of the hand selection was actually Dan Rappaport. I'm like, why in the hell is Dan Rappaport playing in this? Like, just because he's a Barstool guy? Like, he's not a YouTube personality.
And Dan does not do well with constructive commentary. Did you see him get lit up online?
Dude, and he was everybody thought that I shot 85. I shot 76.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter.
Dude,
you suck.
Great. You shot in the mid-70s, bud. Like,
Micah
I'm sorry,
shoots 86.
that's not good enough to qualify for a PGA Tour event. You might be happy with it, but that means you didn't belong.
And I'll hand it to Fat. 81, given the circumstances, people don't realize. That's actually, like, even though I have, like, a personal thing on the side, 81's really not that bad, but you were never going to qualify and, like, make a cut in a PGA fucking Tour event. Like, let's be honest. Like, that's, yeah.
No, but I think that was marketing. It was a concept to try to get fan interest in an event, by the way. It's a PGA Tour event that is not a – so there's a Signature Series event, and then there's the lower level.
Understand.
So this was one spot to get into that lower level PGA Tour event.
Understood, but how cool would it be if one of the guys that you put in, you won across the board with somebody that, okay, you got a little bit of marketing and they qualified and they made the cut. Like,
I'm surprised we're not getting more comments right now. Like,
I wonder
this particular site. Like,
I wonder,
audience, what are you thinking when it came to the? If you didn't watch because you saw my Twitter thread, I can't blame you there because I said it was a complete waste of time.
I played with Fat Perez. He's a 5.
I'm like a 6, so.
He's right there. He's in our weekend group, bro. He's right there with us. Like, we're the same golfers. Yeah.
All right, let's get.
Anyways,
let's keep it on moving.
Didn't mean to get mad there. Just have a little bit of a. I felt a little wrong by that.
I'm really surprised that nobody is chiming in here, except we've got another Kim Jong-un sighting. He goes, "You guys are awesome."
Oh,
appreciate you, Kim Jong.
Thanks, man.
I appreciate the fact that Kim Jong-un is friends with Dennis Rodman. Love that.
For real?
For real. Like, that's a real thing.
Oh, the actual Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, the actual Kim Jong-un.
Maybe that's him. What if it's actually him?
Yeah, I don't think it is.
Can we confirm? We might need to do a little IP lookup later.
Kim Jong-un, can you confirm?
It says North Korea Republic. We look it up.
Oh my God. More Kim Jong-un here. So he said, I watched, thought it was underproduced, but a cool concept. Yep, I'm in the same boat as you. Now, here's the thing, Kim Jong. Can you confirm whether or not you are the Kim Jong-un? I love that.
If he says he's eating fire Cheetos and petting a tiger right now, it's him.
Yeah, you got to imagine that if it's the real Kim Jong, he's got some crazy.
What was that
shit
movie with
going on.
Seth Rogen?
Oh God.
Great movie.
Yeah, they
Where
tried
they
to get
go
that banned.
with James and they
Oh
go.
wow.
They try to
Yeah.
kill him.
Yeah, they're they're CIA.
And
Like
he ends up best friends with him, and they're
Yeah.
crying in the tank. Yeah,
it's tough.
we're getting way off track
Tough
here.
world there. Kim Jong Un, you got it. You got us on just completely off track here, Kim Jong. And Kim Jong is not confirming nor denying right now whether or not he is the actual Kim Jong Un. So up until he does
Now,
comment, we won't
where's
know.
he commenting from? Like, where's is that
Oh,
on YouTube?
Twitter.
Let me
That-
see
that's
that
on-
tag.
that's
Let
on-
me see the name again.
That's on the X.
Kim Jong Un.
It's-
So to have that name, that's pretty special.
I mean, talk about just getting. Well, that's what he goes by. We don't know what his actual like Twitter handle is.
It might be him.
I would hope
Could
so.
you imagine?
That would be incredible.
Can you imagine if that's real?
That'd be amazing. All right. Swanee style segment, folks. And this is a doozy. So, the good old Swanee style segment, it's really becoming one of my more favorite segments, which I'm surprised because, I like style, but just
like
the way
style.
that it kind of opens the door to some of these conversations is phenomenal. So, we're going to start with a question, or here we go. What did you think of Kevin Na and the the
Oh.
Ironheads and this shirt right here? I'm going to show you here. What'd you think about that?
That is
Because
that-
Kevin Na had a temper tantrum in this moment wearing this shirt, which only made it that much more funny.
That's
in
like
my opinion.
that's like an Alexander Julian Calor shirt from 1993, in living color. Something's like, if I could reference something, it's even before my time. That's a terrible golf shirt.
It's really bad.
It's bad.
I'm going to put it back up again.
I'd wear it
Oh.
it's one of those shirts that kids today would wear because it's that bad.
You think so?
Yes,
You think it's like thrift shopping?
It-
Like,
it's
I wear my
just
granddad's clothes.
it's just above that. Like, that's something that people would wear.
I look incredible. That's Kevin Na right there,
Are
man.
you Macklemore?
Little Macklemore, little thrift shop.
What
Did a
do
little
you
thrift shopping
want?
this weekend.
What do you wear this song?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, come on now.
It's a bad shirt. It's
you
a
and I
bad
are
shirt.
doing a podcast together. Of course, we're fucking weird.
It's a bad shirt.
It is a bad shirt. It's not good. I keep looking at it. I got to stop. I got to get back to the show notes here. So,
It's winding. I mean, we get 3/4 in and shit gets weird. That's pretty normal.
yeah,
so
it is pretty normal.
carry on.
Now, do you like the team polos
Yes.
for Liv? I do too.
Yeah.
I feel like some of them are really sharp.
It's like baseball team, right? You all wear the same shit. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
I totally agree. Brooks is the only one that really doesn't.
He doesn't like that.
Well, no, he wears the Nike hat because he's sponsored by Nike still.
Okay. All right.
Doesn't wear
Okay.
The Smash hat.
Does and he goes to the beat of his own drum. Anyways.
Brooks really does. You
Yeah.
can't hate him for it.
Mm. God, that's Chinese food.
There was
right
so
there.
much that I was about to just say too.
Say it.
I can't.
I can't.
Brooks is a legend.
Yeah. We got to get Brooks on here.
Oh God. Okay. The next part of the Swanee style segment. LIV Golf recently signed a deal with New Era. Okay, the hat company.
Mhm.
So everybody's got the New Era hats now.
Big fan of New Era.
Yeah. You know what? Is this big news for LIV sponsor? I feel like this is the first big U.S. sponsorship deal or partnership deal outside of like them paying for Google and calling it a partnership.
Say that again. They don't have U.S. sponsors
No,
for real.
they barely have any sponsors.
Wow.
That's why you don't see any commercials.
I guess I just assumed that they did.
It's been tough because of everything political wise.
Do we know the logistics of this sponsorship? How much?
Partnership.
New Era's pretty big.
New Era is pretty big.
Yeah.
So I think it is actually pretty big news that they got a U.S. company to move forward. Now, some of the teams have gotten like clothing sponsors or partners.
Yeah.
So like Bryson's team, the Crushers, they're with Stitch. Trying
So
to think of who.
what about all the golf companies and stuff? Like, they're not directly affiliated?
Oh, so I did get this from club manufacturers. They are no longer sponsored by any of the club manufacturers. They have to get all of their own equipment.
But
There are club
Do they allow
makers, like tour vans
tour
out there.
vans to be on site?
Yes, but they're not.
But they're
So,
not
like,
affiliated.
They're not even really out. I feel like LIV hired because when I had Sam on,
This is interesting. That
CEO
people
from
want to
LIV
know this
Golf.
because I assumed that they're just in.
yeah, that there's tour vans out there and everything.
They're just part of it. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No, there's a few guys that are like the actual guys that go around and do all the fittings and stuff, but I
Yeah.
think they're just more so independent parties.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, not they do not have active sponsorship deals with club manufacturers.
So you're trying to tell me, in all of LIV Golf, New Era is the first U.S. aligned company that has inked a deal with LIV Golf.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we got a little sighting from a longtime listener. Run PMC says, "Good evening." Thanks,
Hey.
Run PMC.
Hey, Run PMC.
I always wonder what the PMC stands for.
Man, maybe you don't want to know. You might not want to know.
Sometimes you don't.
Yeah. Carry on.
All
That's
right.
interesting about that, though. LIV sponsorship. That's
Yeah,
very interesting.
Found that out from Sam, and then also was speaking with somebody who was one of Bryson's reps.
We should be looking to sponsor fucking LIV. Like, oh my God, I thought people would be jumping off the fucking guardrails to sponsor LIV.
No.
For real. Wow.
No, a lot of controversy around LIV.
Ooh, if I burp
A
one more
lot of
time.
controversy, which is why I don't play politics with the whole damn thing. I don't believe politics belong in golf, and I don't really buy into the whole, PGA Tour or versus, Greg Norman, that whole bullshit. I don't
Sure.
buy into it anymore. I'm just like, you know what? I like golf. I'm not a politician. I don't want to get into politics. I don't care who's funding it. I don't care about any of that. I'm glad the players are getting paid.
And I think we professed this even when we started first rolling together here, but as the years have gone on, it's starting, the fallout's starting to happen. Things are starting to smooth out. Yeah, the dust is settling, so to speak. I don't
Love
think
that.
it's going anywhere.
No, me neither.
Do you think LIV is going anywhere?
I don't anymore.
You said that when we first started. You thought they were out.
Well, if they merge with the PGA Tour,
Yeah, but I don't think that's
yes.
happening anytime
I don't
soon.
think so.
Have you heard an update since?
No. And since they were supposed to be in due diligence, and that can take some time.
Yeah.
So in M&A,
They'll have another season.
mergers and acquisitions,
Yeah.
due diligence can take a long time.
Like there'll be another Adelaide next year.
I don't think LIV is going anywhere. I'm sorry, anti-LIV, for saying that. You crack me up sometimes, but man, I really don't think they're going anywhere. So we've got now the upcoming CJ Cup, Byron Nelson. This one threw me for a loop at first. It threw you for a fucking loop
Yes.
because you're like, "What's the CJ Cup?" And I'm
Yeah.
like, "It's the AT&T Byron Nelson."
Why is it
AT&T
called the CJ Cup then?
Because the CJ Cup is a huge Korean sponsor.
Okay, so
Okay.
that's the title company.
Yes.
Okay.
So they replaced AT&T. Now, if you recall last year, the winner was Jason Day, which that was his first win in 5 years. Can he repeat?
I don't think so. I think he's going to get
Yeah,
to
that was-
number 1,
That was quick.
and he's going to be wearing a Malbon windbreaker suit,
Oh,
and he's going to get hurt. He's going to get blown off the tee because
no.
his clothes are going to be so big he's going to get blown into a tree
Oh, no.
and injured because of his
no.
clothing that he won't be able to finish the tournament. I'm sorry. No, he may.
Here's the thing. And I know I'm a Swannies guy.
I actually love
but
the
I
Malbon
like,
gear.
I like some of the Malbon stuff, but the stuff they put him in is kind of like, it's fringe stuff. Like, it's kind of like out there.
If you're going to go like that way, just go
Pleats.
back to Tiger
Pleats.
2000.
Pleats, please.
Just go right back.
I want some pleats.
Yes.
I want the Tiger used to have the best baggy pleated.
Why don't
pants.
you and I do this? I mean, I know, Swannies, but why don't we go down to Dillard's this weekend and get ourselves fit up with some fucking Dockers pants, size 42 waist, but get them tailored down, pleats, parachute bottom. Let's bring it back.
I don't think the Dockers, because they're too thick of a material. I want like the
You-
suit pant type.
You
of
know what
material.
the zoot suit look like, yeah.
All right, so I'm in because Swannies doesn't do pants that I know of.
You could wear the polo like it is
Exactly, with the pleats.
with the big gangster flowing pants.
Dude, I think we're on to something here.
Juicy shoes. Maybe you don't wear the old classics, but you wear the J's with that look. Modernize it.
Folks, this could get real good.
Sorry.
Real good.
We always get drunk at the end here, and we come up with some pretty...
Oh, here we go. Run PMC with a little bit of knowledge for us. Pretty sure a company called The Tour Van is the tour van for LIV. So, yeah, exactly what we were talking about. I believe it is because there is an independent company that I know goes around at LIV. They have
a contract with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're getting paid by LIV to go out there. So it makes a lot of sense.
But they still have their individual deals. Like Brooks still gets paid from Shrixon.
No. Well, some of them do, I guess.
Yeah, they still have their individual contracts.
Some of them. But the tour guys are not out there.
Shrixon is still posting Brooks stuff. They still have their contract with him. So that's still live. So I would imagine if he needs a 7-iron on fucking Friday,
they gotta ship it to him.
Or somebody on site has to do it. So maybe they work through the tour van to provide it to him.
According to Sam from LIV Golf, he said there are no tour reps out there.
There has to be a way to get him what he needs or whoever what they
I'm sure
need.
like his agent calls and they ship it out and whatever.
I should not
Solid
have had.
push.
I had a Chinese buffet for lunch, and
I smell it. It's delicious.
each burp. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
anyways,
Yeah. Did you go to Kim Jong Un's place?
no, little
Oh.
chicken saute though, and it's coming up. Anyways, carry on.
Carry on. We've got so with the CJ Cup, that is a Korean sponsor. So you know all the Koreans are going to be in this tournament, right? Course info, just to give you guys a little bit of heads up here, little bit of intel. So this is TPC Craig Ranch. This is the 4th year of their 5-year deal. So after next year, they might be at a new golf course for this tournament. It was designed by the late Tom Weiskopf. Rest in peace, Tom. I do like his designs.
T-Dub.
It's a par 71 at 7,414 yards.
Not short.
Not a shorty.
Roll the ball back.
Roll it back. Now, field analysis, not super strong this week, guys. It's not super strong.
Is it not?
Not. And it's because a lot of,
So does that mean we got some new guys in? Like we got some bottom feeders that
we got some of we got like Jägermeister's in there.
Cool.
Jake Knapp's in there. Also some of the notables. You got Jordan Spieth. You got Jason Day. You got Siwoo. You got Tom Kim. You love Tom Kim. I already mentioned Jake Knapp. You got Sung Jae. Good old Minwoo Lee. Let him cook. And then Adam Scott. Those are kind of the notables this week.
Throwing
But
a
you
fat
can
bet
tell.
on the Napster.
Love that.
Yep.
Betting wise, so is that your pick?
That's I mean, you just that's it. Especially at 7,400 yards.
I like that for you. I'm gonna say Tom Kim. I'm taking your boy.
You're taking my guy, and I don't like
I was
Tom
very
Kim for
high
this.
on Tom Kim for a long time.
As soon as you said 7,400, depends on if the wind blows, I think.
Tommy Kim's gained some distance, though. He's going to be fun.
Okay.
All right, folks. We're moving on.
We're
Keep it
getting through
moving.
this. We're getting through this pretty
Keep
good.
it moving, okay? LIV Golf Singapore.
My wheelchair's moving.
Previous winner. Guess who it is? Taylor Gooch. The Goocher.
At the Sing.
I don't know why I started
That's
getting
Thailand?
into like a Trump voice there. Gooch. Taylor Gooch.
Oh, he's doing huge things in Singapore. Huge things.
Huge for Taylor Gooch. That was a little bit of Bill Clinton, too. That was weird.
Yeah. I did not have sexual relations with that
Oh,
woman.
boy. Here we go. So I love it when we get some old-time listeners who have been around for a long time because they bring up some of the past episode dirt.
What'd they
So
say?
Run PMC drops in a doozy. Will Tom Kim get a separate locker room for the tournament, though? Major factor. Okay, so Bobby clued us in on Tom Kim to where at one of the tournaments when he was first coming out, he asked the bathroom attendant if he could have a private shower.
Why?
So we started calling him Little Dicky Tom
I was
Kim.
just going to say.
Yeah, didn't want the boys to see the little Dicky.
The little wonton.
Little wonton.
Oh, Tom
Wonton
Kim.
soup.
Little wonton.
Yeah,
Oh,
you hate
nice.
to see it. So Tom Kim, And by the way, Tom Kim has a private bathroom and locker room
His
this
chop
week,
stock
so
broken hand.
part of the CJ Cup. And the players said this is the best spread that they have seen at any PGA Tour event.
Food-wise.
Because so the CJ Cup, if I'm not wrong here, I've talked about this with Bobby. Bobby's a big Korea guy. Obviously, he's caddied for all the Koreans.
Okay.
Apparently, it's a grocery store over in Korea.
Oh.
Folks, correct me if I'm wrong here, but CJ Cup, so they've got great food out there this week. Great food. Not the kind that you ate.
Okay.
Korean, not Chinese. Okay?
Sounds kind of fucking awesome.
Just wanted to clarify there. I don't know where to put my fucking drink right now. This is not going well.
I think you got it in the holster. The arm holster is pretty solid.
This is just jamming me up. But I have gotten our comments and everything on the iPad now. So that's why I'm staring at this constantly, because I'm seeing if you guys are leaving comments. I'm also looking at our show notes. Now, so you are Jake Knapp, and I am Little Dicky Tom Kim.
I like it.
Love it.
And I kind of want to hop on my phone right now and kind of see what those odds are. Not going to lie.
Why don't you? Because we're getting into LIV Golf Singapore. I feel like we got distracted there because of the Tom Kim comment. We were into LIV Golf Singapore. Then we bounced back out to the PGA Tour. Now we're back into LIV Golf. And the previous winner is Taylor Gooch. He went back-to-back last year at Adelaide and then Singapore. So, sure enough, Taylor Gooch, this tournament I feel like fits him even better than Adelaide does. And that's why I think he's got a decent shot to repeat here. And this could be his shining moment to kind of make his stamp on the year. He hasn't had a great year yet. He has kind of dwindled a little bit, which shows that he might be a one-trick pony last year.
You don't think he's going to win again?
I don't know.
He looks like a goby fish at PetSmart.
Do you know he's never won on U.S. soil?
Taylor Gooch?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's why he's not at the Masters.
All international.
Yeah.
So
that's why Jake
previous team winner was the Range Goats, but Taylor Gooch was on that team. But the Range Goats, I actually like. All right, I'm gonna be straightforward with everybody. I'm an OG Range Goats fan from day one. I said that they had the best logo.
You hate LIV. You ain't a fucking. No.
I'm an OG Range Goats fan.
Come on, baby.
I do not hate LIV. Wow.
Okay.
Oh, you're giving the Twitter folks just a whole lot to fucking get after me on, because they already think that I'm a PGA Tour biased.
You are.
You fucking son of a
All
bitch.
Right. Hang on. LIV Golf. Volvo China.
Wait a second.
Wait, we're not covering the Volvo China.
Pure transparency.
Right,
I turned you into a LIV Golf fan.
Nope.
Bullshit.
Nope.
Bullshit.
I can neither deny or
you're getting real sassy over there.
I am. I've had a few claws.
Wow.
There's no laws.
Wow.
All right, let's see. Here we go. Okay, so you're talking Tom Kim, right?
I love that you just fed into the fake narrative around me being a biased PGA
It gets
Tour
the people
guy.
going, dude.
It does,
gets
man.
the people
I'll tell you what,
going.
the engagement on a post that we're going to get to here in a little bit was
Michael
fantastic.
Kim. That's not your guy.
What the hell are you talking about Michael Kim for?
I'm looking at
Jesus Christ.
I'm looking at tournament
Get
winners.
it together.
CJ Cup.
Who's the top? Who's the guy?
Well,
who's the best odds or
Spieth.
worst odds? Spieth?
Spieth,
Yeah, that
number
makes sense.
1.
They're in Texas.
Siwoo, number 2. Day, 3rd. Okay. Keep
Wow.
talking, though. I want to find your guy here.
Yeah, who's got better odds, Tom Kim or Jake Knapp?
Michael Kim. I'm still not at Knapp. This might be the app to bet on. I think the Fanatics app, folks. This is the one.
Wow.
Tom Kim.
All right, so getting back to LIV Golf
did
Singapore.
he get hurt?
Who get hurt?
Tom Kim.
No, he's in there.
There's Chris Kim.
Is he not in there?
Mm-mm.
I saw his name on. Oh, did he withdraw? Is he the guy that would no? Will Zalatoris withdrew, which Will Zalatoris for health reasons is withdrawing for precautionary reasons, which is scary.
Dude, I'm looking.
I hope he's going to be okay.
I mean, there's like 10 Kims in the field. I do not see Tom.
Oh, Kim Jong-un. He's back again, folks. Here we go. Next LIV team needs to beat all the Kims.
Chan Kim.
Yeah, well, you got about 15 Kims to choose from, Kim Jong-un. So Kim is a pretty big name in golf.
Tom Hogue. See, dude, your guy's not in here.
Tom Kim's not in?
I do not see
I
his
swear to
name.
God I saw him on there.
I don't see it, man.
Maybe he's too good. Maybe they're like, we're not putting odds
I might be
on him.
missing it, but and
I mean, you did
I don't
just
see Knapp
try to
either.
throw me to the wolves with the LIV Golf hater accounts.
Well, that's
Or
just
the LIV Golf. What do I call them now?
Martin Trainer though is plus 30,000.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's my pick. All right, so if Tom Kim ain't in, I'm going with Trainer. You almost spit out your freaking White Claw. That's why I don't drink White Claws.
What a pick.
All right, getting back to it.
Sorry.
God damn, I've been trying to talk about LIV Golf Singapore for the better part of the last 10 minutes, and I just can't freaking get into it.
Yeah, dude.
But, all right, hang on, because I got some notes here around this shit.
I didn't mean to throw you off
God
your game.
damn it. All right, so LIV Golf Singapore, folks. Oh,
We'll
yeah,
deal
I
with
was
this
talking about the
later.
goddamn range goats, and I'm an OG range goats fan. You can quote me on this.
Okay.
I turned Bobby Brown into watching LIV golf events, a PGA Tour caddy,
No way.
100%.
And how did you achieve
He hated
that?
to like it. He hated to like it because I kept telling him, I'm like, dude, this is actually good shit. And then we had James Hahn on, which James Hahn.
What benefit did you sell him on? Was it the app and
I
the
don't know.
viewing pleasure? And how well the coverage is done?
No, because back then it wasn't that great. The
Okay.
coverage wasn't
So this
great.
is a while ago.
It was a while ago. And I got him watching it, and he actually, like, off air, like, really enjoyed it. So
It's good shit, bro. Uh-oh.
the broadcast is a hell of a lot better this year. It's way better than it's been previously. However, full transparency, folks, I did mute the broadcast this weekend.
Why?
I can't stand
Faraday?
No, Faraday's great.
Who
I
do you
love
hate?
Faraday. But what's his face? The other guy. Jerry Foltz.
Oh.
Jerry Foltz, to
Jer-
me, is just like, he gets his notes from, like, Greg to say certain things.
That
And
are
he always
super
brings
perfect.
up the PGA Tour or the official World Golf Rankings.
He throws
or-
jabs like
and it's just like, dude, it's unnecessary.
he throws super political jabs.
Yeah, so I muted it. Full transparency. And I like Faraday. I think Faraday does a great job. I think Arlo White is awesome on there. And I even have grown a liking to Dom. Dom Boulay. Good old Dom. He's an Asian guy but got a French name. It's fantastic.
Very good.
Yeah. All right. So getting back to it, they're playing at the Sentosa Golf Club. It's the Serapong Golf Course because there's two golf courses there.
Sarapong.
And this is such a dope location. You get the awesome scenic views of the city, the water. They had some weather issues last year
'Kay.
because they get storms in quite frequently. So this course, by the way, this isn't one of those rinky-dink golf courses either. This is 7,400 yards and it's a par 71.
This is
So
a
similar to the
real
PGA Tour.
golf
Yeah.
course.
It's a real golf course.
I think 6,700 yards, folks.
If I'm not mistaken, the Singapore Open used to be there. It's no longer there now.
Now-
but
Is that's sea level? That's
yeah,
this gonna play fucking long.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to play long.
Yeah.
And it opened in 1982. It was designed by Ronald Freem.
Love Ronald
The
Cream.
course is celebrated for its strategic layout. And then it has very large punishing bunkers
'Kay.
throughout the course. And obviously there's water throughout. And it's also known for very challenging greens.
Okay.
So there's that, folks.
So
Which
this
is
is gonna
nice.
be this is gonna be fun to watch.
It's so last year was a blast.
Singapore. This
Outside of the few rain delays.
this has become a stop for the Live Tour.
Yeah.
This is one of those tournaments.
This is one of those tournaments.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for it.
If there was a stop
I would say that this is
for
a
the
better,
Live haters,
this is a better golf course than Adelaide.
oh, I mean Adelaide's a party course, like, and like you could say that about TPC Scottsdale,
100%.
like, you know, TPC Scottsdale is nothing to fucking shake a hoof at, like, it's not
No.
the best golf course on tour. It's just a psycho journey. Yeah. So
I
anyways,
mean, it's a drunk fest. I get fucked up there. I'll be the first one to admit.
me too. And
I go every day.
This year was too stupid.
And then Saturday I get fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with this, we've got golf picks, but louder. Pew, pew, pew. Wow, wow, wow. It's a 22. Pew, pew, pew. All right. Golf picks, but louder. It's really hard to go against the Crushers. So that's Bryson's team.
Yeah.
But I really like Torquay this week.
Who's on them?
Joaquin Neiman. Yeah, you fucking are busting my balls trying to throw me to the wolves.
No, I
on
still haven't.
fucking
I
Twitter.
still, dude.
Jesus Christ.
I was telling Rachel this like today. I was like, I've tried to study the teams, and that hasn't quite stuck in my brain.
Oh God, I love that this just happened because you were throwing me to the goddamn wolves.
Well, that's just good TV. I mean, come on, dude. You know, that's just
Oh, I love it.
understand.
Okay. So, Torquay is basically Team Chile, which is Joaquin Neiman, Mito Pereira. Carlos Ortiz is not from Chile, but you got him, and then you've got Sebastian Munoz. Okay.
Oh, the four aces are winning this.
Wow, Homer.
Yeah.
Should we call you Homer Simpson right now?
No, the four aces are winning this.
Wow.
Yeah.
You think
7,400 yards.
You think good old Pat Perez has a chance here?
I think he's going to shoot around 70 each day. I think P. Reed's going to come out, probably shoot 67, 69. He's not going to shoot over par.
Wow.
Don't make a face like that.
Wow.
That's not what you're doing there.
Dude, I can't wait to get Pat.
And then DJ's deep as shit, and he's going to have a couple deep rounds, and then his boys are going to pick him up.
I can't wait to get Pat on.
From a team perspective, Pat's not going to be on. I talked to him earlier. And I said, yeah, man, when you get back, pot on the patio. And he goes, you're out of your fucking mind. I was like, okay, we'll work on it.
It's a work in progress.
We'll work on it.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah.
We gotta mend the fence. at
Well,
some
we just got to
point.
wait till we're big enough. Then it'll be okay.
We're definitely getting there.
Anyways.
That was a hard laugh.
I'm drunk.
Hard laugh.
Sorry.
Wow.
I just know where it comes from when he says that. Like, yeah, you just got to be big enough, you know?
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Once it's, yeah.
We did grab his attention though early on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He definitely knows the podcast.
There's a lot of
Definitely has
angst there.
listened to the podcast.
There's some angst there.
There's definitely some angst.
Might be watching right now.
He
You never know.
could definitely be watching. Here we go. We got make sure the four aces caddies are focused over there, pretty close to Thailand. Damn.
Make sure everybody's
Damn.
caddies are focused for that matter.
That's
you know?
leading me to believe that Run PMC is a caddy. By the way, I have found that
saying something like that.
a lot of and granted,
You like Ladyboys?
Run PMC is coming from the YouTube side, right? So there's a lot of Twitter handles, especially on the PGA Tour side, that are actually like a part of the PGA Tour that are like associated with it.
If he's not a caddy, he's versed. He's versed enough to make a comment
Like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that.
Well done.
You are in the space.
Really is. All
Yeah.
right. So let's keep it moving.
You like
Jesus.
Ladyboys?
Lady boys.
Yeah. They look so real now. You cannot tell the
no.
difference.
Oh no, I did. I saw one of these clips of this kid that had some issues mentally, and
You talking
they
about me?
No,
Oh,
he
good.
actually had Down syndrome. Okay,
Oh man.
and they took him to one of these shows, and he goes, "No, they're ladies. No, they're ladies." And like
Oh.
he was fighting, and then all of a sudden one of them took off their wigs and like started, and his
no.
face
No.
was not happy. Not a happy camper.
You're not a lady.
But I believe
Where-
Shane Gillis was talking about this. He's
Where-
like, have you seen this?
Where have we gone tonight?
Oh, lady boys. Okay,
Wow.
so we're moving on. We're moving. We're going to keep it moving. We're going to keep it grooving.
That
Okay?
was that Morgan Freeman. Very good.
Oh, God. Oh,
Oh, my.
shit.
All right. Keep going. focus.
All I can think in the back of my head is you telling me Pat wants to come on the podcast, and then all of a sudden, Pat just said, "Fuck you." All right, Pat. Hey, play well this week.
He didn't say fuck you. He just said not there. Maybe in secret.
Not on the patio, huh?
Not on the patio.
Not on the patio.
Maybe wear one of those like end of days masks. I don't know.
Would love to mend the fences though.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. All right. So here's the thing. You've got the 4 aces.
Yeah.
For no reason.
No, I just
actually,
told you my reason.
You actually did. You actually articulated that quite well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna allow you to have that moment.
Yeah.
I'm going Torque. I'm going Torque.
Don't give me the.
I'm going Torque.
Give me the.
Torque. And then individual for me is going to be Mito Pereira. How about you? Pat Perez?
No, I don't think anybody on that team will actually
Dustin's
win
had a
the
rough
tournament.
year, too.
I don't think anybody on that team will. I think as a team they will win. I don't think that anybody there will individually win. God, who out there is going to win? 7,400 yards. I guess it depends. What's the weather going to be like?
Perfect.
7,400 yards, sea level. Fuck, dude. I hate to say this. You might have a Taylor Gooch repeat.
Wow, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad pick.
No, I mean he's been sitting around. He's got nothing else to win. He didn't get invited to the Masters. He's got to do something. And this is one of their bigger events. Like, yeah.
Yeah. All right. You ready for this? Because I created quite a stir on social media, which is why you were trolling me, which is hilarious.
There we go.
Because I said on Twitter, and of course, I had one guy, I'm not even going to say his name, that just couldn't get over the fact that I put fact for an opinion piece. It's like, dude, when you have an absolute statement of no one has ever become a fan of LIV Golf
From a LIV
Golf
hater.
biased account,
Yeah.
like nobody has.
I probably think, and I don't know that that's a fact, but hearing what you said, I probably think that's true.
Yeah, I mean,
That's not very complicated to think.
no,
That's yeah.
And, like it's a pretty simple thought, and
I ran that through my head for about 1 second. I was like, yeah, that's probably true.
this one guy had a real tough time, and I gave him a lot of time. Like and like
Gave him a lot of
gave
time.
him a lot of time. I responded to a lot of things he was saying, and what's hilarious is like
What was he saying?
these accounts feel like they're getting under my skin. And it's so funny because I sit there and I laugh. Like, it's entertaining to me. I'm like, well, what's this fucking idiot going to say now?
Bro, are you warring people on Twitter all day?
Sometimes I kind of bait every once in a while.
Okay.
It's kind of like fishing. You kind of cast it, you let it hang out there for a little
got
bit,
one.
and then you kind of, as soon as you get one hooked, you're like, oh, let me give you a little bit more.
Ta-ta, ta-ta. Then you throw a couple in there at him. So,
It's
what did he
it's
say?
fucking hilarious.
What did he say?
He's like, you're a hypocrite. You're biased for the PGA Tour. And it's because I called out a LIV Golf account, or LIV Golf accounts, or biased ones. Because here's the thing. The biased PGA Tour accounts, and this is going to sound super biased, which I'm okay with, they are intelligent. Like, they use real facts and information in the shit that they say. Now, they get pretty political over the whole thing, which, like, I understand from the political aspect.
Yeah.
But these other accounts from the LIV side that are, like, newer to golf, right? That are just, like, they've been paid.
And you just said the golden goose, newer to golf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have a fucking clue, and they just regurgitate the same thing. Oh, terrible management of the PGA Tour. Yeah, guys were fucking pissed when everything was anti-Saudis, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're going to create a deal with PIF. No shit, people are going to be fucking pissed.
Yeah.
But you talk to the guys on tour,
Yeah,
which
but
I've
then-
talked with enough guys that there is no, like, they're just like, we're waiting to see what's going to happen. We still think Jay's going to do a fine job.
But then my thing is, one narrative's dead, and then we're on to a new narrative. and then we pick a new thing to be mad about.
No, but here's the
And
well,
then now it's
you're
on
right
to
with
the-
that. But
like-
do you know that they're still bitching about Jay Monahan from his comments about 9/11 and the Saudis? Like they're still on it. They spent more time on that today, like saying shit about us, to where then like they just had the best event that
It's
Liv's ever
just-
had.
It's just so fucking stupid. Like you
They've
just-
had the best event Liv's ever had, and they're talking about the PGA Tour, and they're going back to Jay Monahan's comments from literally
You
over
just-
2 years ago.
You're just uneducated with how the elite share money. If you're really fucking caught up in 9/11 and yeah, I won't get into the details, and I'm not even gonna. It's not conspiracy shit, any of that, but you're an idiot. Like that's irrelevant. That has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, there's actual proof that they were involved, and it's like,
Yes, there is, but like,
but it's like,
so were we.
I don't want
Like,
to get, yeah, I don't want to get into the politics.
So were we.
That's why
Like,
I have no problem with the Saudis paying Live guys. I have no issues with it
the
whatsoever.
Saudis have been involved in every motherfucking.
Yeah,
like,
they invest in one of the biggest companies that they invest into is Uber.
You know,
you're not going to take an Uber when you're hammered.
you know what you want to know, okay? And in golf, you know that the Saudis were involved in that, and then you're like, oh, well, I like soccer. Oh, well, they're involved in that. Oh, well, Rory went to Dubai. Oh, well, okay, yeah, I want to get into. I gotta pee.
Oh, and then you're going to miss the part where
I'm not. You're gonna take a little.
because, and I don't even know if you know this, but all of our writers on the Pull Hook Golf website blog are third parties.
What are you talking about?
We have a blog.
What do you mean third party?
So it's all like third party writers that like write other like Substacks and like stuff like that.
Okay.
And so they send over articles and I'll throw them up on the website. And there was one about DJ being snubbed from the Ryder Cup and was like, you know, DJ chose to take the Saudi money and like he should live in his bed like that he's not in the Ryder Cup. Now, openly on this podcast, I had said that I thought DJ should have been a part of the team. I thought Bryson should have been a part of the team. So they're coming at me as if I'm a hypocrite fraud, right? And I'm just like, oh God.
Hold it for
Yeah.
30
I mean, you're gonna love this part. Because we got about 5 minutes left of this show before we got to keep it moving. But it's been fun, man. On Twitter's a wild world. The people that are on Twitter are just, you know, and what's crazy is I get along with a lot of people on Twitter. However, there are the fringe accounts that just can't let shit go. I laugh my ass off because it's just fun sitting there just getting into shit. Like they think, oh, I'm going to call you a fraud. That's really going to hurt them. You know, it's really going to get to them. Okay, cool. Good for you. I'm at an age where I know who I am. We have our listeners and we're growing. And I'm not worried about some like small accounts freaking comments. Now, if all of a sudden I'm in a battle with Greg Norman or Jay Monahan or somebody of importance in the golf ecosystem, then yeah, I'm going to take things a little bit of what they say a little bit more seriously, but I still know. Yeah. Come on, just push me.
Dude, it's like
I can't really move. These barbershop chairs are phenomenal, though.
Comfortable.
They really are. You get your feet up. You really get to relax. Oh, anti-live. Here we go. Anti-live. Twitter pro live accounts can't handle anti-live. That's a fact. By the way, anti-live, some of the shit you say, man, just fucking, it cracks me up, but I know why you do it, because all you're doing is riling up these live golf accounts, and they don't get that they're just being baited into engagement and conversation and you're just fucking getting people pissed off. And I've taken a little bit of a beating over the past couple of days that I think is hilarious. and that's why good old Butsy here fucking threw me under the bus.
Hang on, we're reposting a story from your guy Edgar here.
Oh, there we go, Edgar from the Manor Barbershop.
Was cruising around here.
I think we're closing down the shop
We
tonight.
are.
Fantastic.
We might steal some hair product.
Okay, so my favorite thing in the background is not necessarily the John Rahm signed Masters flag. It is
pretty cool though.
It is actually the Tupac skateboard.
Where's that? Oh, is that real?
That's real.
That's fucking sick.
I know.
That's fucking sick.
I know. I fucking love it here. I feel like I'm home.
What, you got Tupac skateboards at home?
I got a little Notorious B.I.G. statue.
Are you like low-key thug, dude?
I grew up in the 90s.
I mean,
like I was an 80s baby, so folks,
we're the same age, bro.
I'm turning 40 on Cinco de Mayo.
Oh yeah,
so
you're just a little ahead of me.
I am a little bit ahead.
Just a hair.
Edgar was telling me he was pumping me up earlier. As I told him, I go, Edgar, give me the golf mullet. We're gonna start working on this golf mullet. And if you guys can see on the feed, look at the back of this.
Can we touch back on the fucking LIV shit with the money and the PIF and the fucking Saudis and the terrorists and all that shit?
Oh,
Do we want to get into that at all?
no.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No, I don't touch politics with that bullshit.
It's not politics, but all right.
It's politics.
Okay.
Come on. The Run PMC did ask, do you think we can get James Hahn back on or Micah back on as guest? So Micah Fugit.
We can get his caddy on.
Micah Fugit was on, and he's hilarious. He's Billy Horschel's caddy.
What's
he's
his name?
phenomenal. Micah Fugit.
Okay. Micah Fugit?
Fugit.
Micah Fugit.
Fugit. And then James Hahn. I got to reach out to James.
I met him. He's cool.
Well, he was on, and he was phenomenal. Everybody loved
He
that
did
episode.
come on?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That was before me.
Yeah.
Way before me.
We've had Kevin Streelman on. We've had Matt Every on. We've had a lot of pros on.
I feel like us two and a third could be pretty special.
I would love to get one of the guys. Like, I'm working on a few right now. There's also two caddies that I'm working on getting on as well. That are
You need to
be
get
on
Fat
together.
Perez on.
FP is due for a third episode. Now, here's the thing. Are you going to behave?
Of course. And I know it's all. No, I know it's not him. I know it's not him.
No, because he.
You know who it is?
I know exactly who it is, but don't.
Who is it?
I can't say.
I can.
Because he'll never be allowed back on the show.
I won't say because I don't want to ruin it either. And yeah.
I love FP.
I'm a Christian.
FP is a fucking great dude.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, Run PMC. I will reach out to James Hunt. I haven't reached out to him to ask him to come back on. We tried to get him back on. He wanted to come back on right after he did the first episode. He was going to come on for a part 2, and then all of a sudden he started getting requests to do podcasts that were larger than ours, like Subpar and so forth. So
Got you. I got you.
yeah, he started doing those, which fair play. I get it.
How's your whiskey?
How's my whiskey? You want to try it?
I do. Is that okay? I always wondered what you have in this little special glass here.
So I do a little concoction. It's not just.
Oh my God. Is that real?
That is so. That
I'm
is,
drinking White Claws. That is gasoline. Is that what you're drinking?
Yeah,
Bro.
It was full, by the way.
You're just slowly
full.
drink.
So Butsy and I, we're going to share a little.
I openly
little
look like a
teaser.
piece of shit.
We're going to do. We're going to do a little teaser for what happened last night. We had a lot of alcohol last night.
Oh no, this guy deserves to get a little drag under the rug tonight. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We were in a potential
I
sponsor
hope he's
meeting.
watching tonight, you fucker.
A potential sponsor meeting.
Oh yes,
we
were.
shook hands on a deal.
We sure did, and
Shook
that
hands
means
on a deal.
something.
I got him home safely, which is saying a lot.
We
I
didn't
saved
know
his
that
life.
till today,
I
but
saved his life.
you did.
I did.
He told me that.
Yeah.
Matt
his
saved me.
I think we're owed this deal that we shook on.
At least something.
At least something. So, no, we're owed the deal that we agreed upon. Okay, so
This is a lot. This is a lot.
so I
I'll
normally
let you go.
I normally drink this, right? Coors Lights are nothing to me. So
Me neither.
this is whiskey with orange bitters.
That's what I'm tasting.
Mhm.
The bitters.
Mhm.
You son of a bitch! You're so fancy.
I'm fancy.
I am fancy. Cheers.
Cheers.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That's a nice touch.
And if you don't think we're having fucking fun, then you got us wrong.
Oh, I think they know that.
We got 890 people still viewing this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Well done to you guys.
I think they like to have fun too.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I love our audience. I really do. You could always tell the guys on Twitter that have no fucking clue what this is all about because they'll take like one thing I said on one side or
And
another.
just
Yeah. Oh, I've gotten shit on by PGA Tour like fanboys.
Well,
Like,
I hear you
they-
say this.
They have listen.
You're like, I'm arguing with a guy on Twitter yesterday. I'm like, are you really arguing with a guy on Twitter yesterday?
But I love, because I have a
I don't
smile
do
on my
that
face.
shit.
I'm like,
Like-
yeah, I was fucking getting into it.
Real man.
Oh, it's fucking brilliant.
Fuck
this
'em.
YouTube channel out of like New Zealand. I'm gonna give them a shout out here. Big Boy Pants Golf YouTube channel. Okay,
What's that?
fuck if I know.
Is that
But
real?
I had to look it up because he was the guy that was like, oh, here's the fraud.
Is he watching right now?
I have no idea.
He'll love that.
So yeah, because it's actually pumping
Big
him
boy
up.
pants.
Normally, I don't mention account names, but
Of course.
I actually want to give him a little bit of love to his page because normally all he does is post stuff about equipment and like.
Let me tell you what your first problem is. That's a big name.
What is a big?
Big boy pants.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the dumbest fucking name I've ever heard in my entire life.
I think he's out of New Zealand or something.
Makes sense.
And he's like, "You're a fraud," and then he couldn't articulate. So clearly,
Oh,
he's
he's
got a
from New
YouTube
Zealand.
channel that talks about equipment and shit because he couldn't even articulate his points. I'm like, dude, use your words. Use your words. I'm like, show me I'm a fraud. Like, and then he's like, oh, he's backtracking because I had a third party that wrote blog posts. Which, by the way, folks, if you're a dumbass and don't understand media, you do third-party blog posts so that you get SEO to your fucking website.
Have you ever seen Tombstone, the movie? Do you remember when Doc Holliday and he looks over at Wyatt and he goes, well, Wyatt, whatever do you mean? That's what you gotta be like.
I'm gonna.
Whatever.
What do you mean?
Whatever do you mean? Idiot, fuck, dumb, fuck. Can't say all that. Don't even have to say.
It's
You
so
should just send him a
good.
GIF.
It's so good, man.
Very nice.
So
Do we
yeah.
still have?
That's why I can appreciate Anti-Liv. His name is Anti-Liv, and all he does is shit on Liv, which is like, okay. What's hilarious is I see the bait that he's putting out there, and these Liv accounts will like use him as justification as to like, well, he did this, he said this.
Okay.
It's like, oh, okay. We're
Who the
12
fuck
again.
is he?
We're 12. Our parents are telling us that don't respond negatively to other kids. Like, if they're going to chastise you, like,
That goes back to the age-old
Ah.
thing. Like, if fucking 10,000 people jumped off a bridge, would you jump off the bridge
and they
too?
and it's
And
hilarious.
they jump.
They justify their comments with like, well, they do it too, and they don't think that they sound like dumbasses.
Guys, let's remember something here, and I'm just gonna say this: at the end of the day, we're talking about fucking golf.
Golf,
This is golf.
golf, not politics.
This is the game of golf.
Not a war.
This is golf.
It's fucking golf.
Let's just chill the fuck out here a little bit. This is golf, guys.
It's fucking golf.
Just chill out.
Wait, what is it? Golf.
It's a game.
Golf.
It's golf.
Golf.
Which, by the way, side note, I watched professional pickleball last night.
Oh dear Lord, taking over the
And-
world. Are we gonna switch this to a pickleball podcast?
No, bro. I watched like pro pickleball,
Yeah, no, it's legit.
and
Fastest growing sport in America.
they're doing like the Andre Agassi shit with.
Have you watched the doubles?
No. I mean, but like, I
Savages
found
out
myself
there.
Okay, I got to watch another set.
Savage.
I got to watch more videos.
Dude, watch a double competition because the team that gets close to the net just starts slamming the fucking ball. And it is intense.
Pickleball's sick as fuck.
I have a pickleball court. You want to come over and play?
Never played.
Let's play.
I know that I will not lose to you in ping pong.
Yeah, you will.
Nope.
Yeah, you will.
Oh, you'd be so surprised at my ping pong abilities.
I think you'd be surprised.
It
by
will
mine.
blow you away.
I grew up with the ping pong.
Here's why. I can move left to right 8 to 10 feet very fast for my size. I cannot.
I think we have to.
I cannot sustain running around a tennis court. Don't have it.
No, but a pickleball court is much smaller.
But you got to move a little bit. Ping
Okay.
pong?
So maybe we start with the ping pong table?
Start there and be like, all right, we got to
And then
upgrade
we
you.
can upgrade?
Anyways, back to golf. So
That's all I got. That's all I got.
So.
We are on a tangent. now.
Oh, boy. Sorry, guys.
All right. Sorry, folks. I'm not sorry. I'm not fucking sorry, and I'm never fucking leaving. So
3/4 of the way through, how do we get a White Claw sponsorship? You know, I was actually at Scottsdale Lifetime the other day, and I'm sitting in the sauna, and this guy goes, "You look like you feel like shit." And I was like, "Yeah, I do. I had a good weekend." He goes, "Yeah, well, I'm the CEO of White Claw. I bet you do. Do you have any of those?" And I was like, "It's exactly what I had. We should talk." And then he just leaves. And I was like, wow, fucking dick. I'm like,
wow.
cool. Not that he has any say. I'm sure
Tough
there's
luck.
a bunch of minions below him. But anyways, do we have any
Oh,
more?
here
Do
we
we have
go.
any more notes?
Hang on, no, we don't. So, but I will say this: that good old Run PMC would love to see a stream of the ping pong match between you and I. Oh, talking about that,
I'm like really fucking good at ping pong.
I think we're gonna have to stream it.
You'll see it. Oh, Matt don't even know.
I don't,
He'll find out.
but I know how good I am.
Mhm.
So if you can beat me, you're fucking good.
You'll find out.
Like you might be pro. Like Matt Kuchar would beat me.
I am. I wouldn't just say this because I'm a pretty insecure guy normally. I am about my abilities. Like I would tell you, oh, golf, man, I'm probably a 12 handicap. I suck. Ping pong?
Ping pong.
I'll fucking murder you at
Wow.
ping pong.
Jesus. Okay.
I'm really
I mean,
good at it.
You didn't even talk about just like beating me. You said murder. And I'm good.
I just
Can you handle some spin?
we'll play. Oh,
Oh no.
what the hell?
It's okay.
We got
Everybody
an overflow.
everybody pisses themselves.
That's why you wear gray pants. You know?
All right, folks.
Everybody having fun out there? What's
Yeah,
going on?
We got 670 still. An hour and 30 in. We still got 670 people watching this shit.
Can we move this show to Friday night?
703. It just pumped up.
Is there any chance we can move this to a Friday night so we can just get fucking liquored up with the people? They could drink with us? Like,
No.
I don't know. Just an idea. Sorry.
No TGI Friday. Because golf's already happening. So
Oh,
the genius
I
to
see.
this
I
episode
see.
is
It's
that
in
it comes out
between.
Wednesday,
Yeah.
and that's everybody gets their
Here's
information.
what
before the
happened.
tournament.
You
got it. You got it. Might be able to move it to a Monday though.
Oh.
Yeah, that could be tougher.
No, that'd be better because then you can recover.
But when would we do the live commentary event that we're not going to discuss on the show tonight?
Oh. You know, like I'm just sitting here like actually talking to you man to man. Like we actually have to discuss that.
We do.
We actually that's just
We're
sitting
on a
on-
live. Should we discuss?
That's not
this?
just going to sit there forever.
Should we discuss this now?
We probably just
Is there anybody here? Edgar, are you still here? I don't know how to close up the shop.
We need to just talk about that. Like, what are we going to do with it? What's your ideas? You said you have a bunch of ideas.
I do. I wrote.
It
down
doesn't
a lot
matter
of
if
stuff.
they hear our ideas.
No, not right now because this is a live version. So this is fine. This doesn't get as much viewership and everything. Like we normally.
Oh,
get
he's right there.
Oh,
You
oh my
fucking weirdo.
God,
What are you
dude!
doing back there?
Why are you still here?
Fucking jerking it? What are you doing?
You okay? Do we have to get out of here right now? Yeah, we do, don't we? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I got to leave here tonight with some product, bro.
He,
My
he-
hair looks like shit.
Make
dude.
sure the square is
I look
ready
like
for
John
some purchase.
Malkovich.
His hair looks good tonight.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. Look at that.
No, dude, I need to get tuned up. I need to get tuned. He knows. I got flat hair. He's like, I've seen your kind before.
Fuck, we got to get out of here. Edgar's too nice.
He really is.
We will talk about this tomorrow.
Well, let's give him a little something about what we're going to be doing.
Oh, boy.
We're going to be live
We're up to
broadcasting.
863 now.
Folks, we're going to be live broadcasting. You saw it before. You saw a taste
Yeah,
of
you
it.
might have seen the Putting World live commentary that we did.
You saw us live broadcast the putting championship.
So we might be having our very own putting league at Putting World.
That might become
Doing live commentary for it. Now, the question that I have for any of you listening right now,
Did you like it?
please add it. Well, add it to the comments. Would you like to see a putting league with us doing commentary where it is teams that are playing against each other?
And we had a few, but
Or would you like to see just individuals, like a tournament style, like what we had previously?
I'm
What
gonna
do you want to see?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here, Matt. I already know this. Here's where we fucked up. So that was a huge championship. I think people would probably like to see something more intimate with you and I on the floor amongst each other, walking people through the deal. Like where it's you and I on the ground, capturing what's going on, or even competing in it and having somebody else hold the camera, right? Like
Interesting.
going back and forth. Like, all right, cool. I'm putting. Give me the camera back. Like, all right, I hit my putt. Like, you know what I mean? Like, showing off our skill set. We're in. But, so here's okay. I'm going to break it down. This guy wants to do a weekly putting tournament, and he wants us to live broadcast it. What do you guys think? Would you watch that? Is that something that you would watch weekly?
Would you need teams or would you need individuals?
Correct.
Because we can break this out into teams, I feel like.
Oh, for sure.
Give team names.
LIV Golf Scottsdale.
Putting style.
No, but for real, like seriously, like, would you watch a live broadcasted putting tournament weekly?
And this is a real thing.
This is on the table. Wait.
All right. I think we got to wrap it up.
Yeah, what are you doing this weekend?
Playing golf with you.
Well, I have a spot
I-
Saturday.
I already know. You have a spot Saturday?
Yes.
I'm in.
Yeah. With the, I won't say its name
I'm in.
because we're not going to do that for free.
I'm in.
Yeah, I'm not going to say the company's name, but we have room Saturday, 3:30.
Playing.
Week up high.
Playing.
Yeah. Sunday, there's a 2-man deal. You need a partner. I already have a partner.
Really?
Yeah. All about golf. Tour championship. Scramble. Find
Really?
somebody. Yeah, find somebody.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I think Reimers is looking for a guy.
Who's Reimers?
You know Justin.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah, I know Justin. Might shoot him a text.
All right. All right.
Anyways, great show tonight, I think.
Hey,
Yeah. I think
pleasure.
it went pretty well.
Once again, folks,
What do you guys think?
Swannies. Go to Swannies.co. Start getting some sharp shirts like me. Swannies.co. Use promo code PullHookGolf25 at checkout for 25% off your entire order. Once again at Swannies.co. And that ends it for tonight. We really appreciate the Manor Barbershop. The guy's a goddamn
baby.
legend. Absolute legend.
Pull your phone off the camera. Show
He
him.
is the barber for. Go ahead, start screaming out names. He is
Can
the
you pull your
barber
camera off there?
for John Rahm, Matt Cook,
A lot
Justin Pugh,
of people.
coach of the Arizona Cardinals, Gannon. Oh, there's so many.
I was going to tell you, can you pull your phone off
Jesus.
and show him?
I wish I could. Can't do it.
All right.
But man, is he a legend? He's got a hell of a mustache.
Manor Barbershop's the
rocks
spot.
the Yankee hat. He's about to be Joe Griner's barber as well, Max Homa's caddy. We're hoping for a little Max Homa in here.
I'd like to say call this place to get an appointment, but you're probably fucked.
You know, you got to talk to Pat Perez, get him in here too. He needs a fresh dude.
I don't know where he gets his hair cut. Probably by Ashley, but I think that's probably done.
That's probably over now. Okay, that's where we're going to end it. I don't need any more dirty messages. Just berating me. All right, folks, have a good night, and that ends it for tonight. Once again, thank you for tuning into the
Very
Bullet Golf
nice,
Podcast.
very good.